Ladies and
Good
gentlemen,
evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds of light heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W.
by way of Hammersmith, Go-Karter. His adversary, with a record of 54 victories, with 40 by knockout and 7 defeats, from Pensacola, Roy Jones Jr.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Joe Calzaghe's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Another flush shot to the head. Solid hook. Little head knocking with that right hand. Jones is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
There you go.
Nice work with the combination by Calzaghe. Halfway through this round, Jones is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Turns over that hook upstairs. Joe Calzaghe's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. He gets off with a combination up top. Is this the type of stylistic matchup, Teddy, a high stamina guy against a power puncher that many would describe as, oh, that's a little dangerous for the big favorite, for the big power puncher? That could be a trap.
Yeah, it can be a trap because anytime you have a guy with high endurance, that means mentally he's fit. That means he probably has a good chin if he's been rounds before. And the power might not be enough.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Calzaghe's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. Joe Calzaghe's really working well. That last round, he was accurate. Look at the punch numbers.
One punch. Jab, jab, hook.
Listen, I want you to pick his jabs. When he throws a jab, parry it away and you'll catch it, okay?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Fires off the hook. Look at that. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Calzaghe's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Joe Calzaghe's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Joe Calzaghe's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. There's that hand speed of Roy Jones Jr. landing the hook. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Joe Calzaghe. Calzaghe's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Come on, kid, focus.
Nice strike after catching one by Joe Calzaghe. Jones is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep them away. Don't just walk in. Walk in with head movement, side to side.
Joe Calzaghe's corner did a good job during those 60 seconds between rounds. You can tell that he's a fresh fighter, not the fighter that was clearly dazed in the last round. Now look at him. He does not look good on the solid. How about that? Roy Jones Jr. down after getting tagged by that power punch. Well, that may have been just a flash knockdown there, Teddy.
Yeah, I think he's okay. He looks clear-headed. His legs are okay. Now it's just a matter of making sure that he understands why he got caught.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Roy Jones. Listen, everybody likes to see a great knockout shot to the chin. But truth be told, at this stage of a fight, the foundation for winning comes by going downstairs.
It's just like the old-timers would say, Joe. You kill the body, the head will follow.
Joe Calzaghe's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
There's the combo to the body. Joe Calzaghe's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head.
He's tired.
Jones is off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
A crushing two-punch combo by Roy Jones. A hammering hook to the head by Joe Calzaghe. Solid left hand from Roy. And round 3 comes to an end.
You're winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Listen, way to pick his jab. Throws his jab.
Pick up the speed, all right? Pick up the speed.
He's been on target with his attack. Good, accurate punching as we begin round number 4 here, and he's up 3-0 on your scorecard, Teddy.
Good counter-punching. And when you're counter-punching the right way, you're usually getting clean shots. He's getting them.
Jones is coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea, do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place or whether or not some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. You want to see if those legs are stable, if they're firm.
That's a nice right hand that time by Roy Jones. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Roy Jones Jr.'s cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could... Oh, and a big right hand lands.
get out there.
And a flush hook lands by Joe Calzaghe. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Very accurate two-punch combo by Joe Calzaghe. Missed the target with that hook. How about that left hand? Throws out the jab and then brings back the uppercut up top. Calzaghe's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcase there. His hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
No doubt about it there. Roy Jones Jr. getting the best of it. His opponent hurt.
And no doubt about it, at least in my mind, that Roy will take his time because that's his temperament. He's not going to rush into anything. In the end, he's still a careful guy, a guy who's going to make sure before he moves forward.
Round number 5 has arrived. Jones has now got to figure out a way to do exactly what he did in the last round here at the start of this round.
Yeah, and his opponent has to say here, you seem to forget that sometimes, Joe. His opponent has to make sure that he doesn't do the same thing he did the last round.
Good right hand.
Keep moving, keep moving.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Off target with that hook. And a smart counterpunch by Calzaghe. Jones's lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found the target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
Good flush shot upstairs. Well targeted right hand by Joe Calzaghe. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Ten seconds to go in this round.
Come on.
Well-struck, solid combination by Roy Jones. And round 5 comes to an end. Jones's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
The start of the 6th round. Flush right hand to the body.
Don't let him get to you, kid. Body shot, body shot. 1, 2.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Joe Calzaghe. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
And he returns on that exchange. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Southpaw defensive skills, then the overhand left. Joe Calzaghe's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside.
Working the body.
Good power punch, the right hand landed. And yet another big shot comes in. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Calzaghe's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Okay. You're good. You're good. Deep breath. Leaving yourself open. Throwing your punches wide. Tight.
And we are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Who knows what we're in store for? Jones is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Stay away from those. Come on.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Joe Calzaghe's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart, you're slick like this guy, and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Halfway through the seventh
Keep
round.
working the jab. Good.
That was not well targeted by Roy Jones.
Looking good.
Jones's mouth is bleeding badly. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Off the target by Roy Jones. And that's the end of round 7.
Deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man. Don't get careless out there, right? Just keep boxing smart.
Teddy's scorecard at the start of round number 8 here. One guy up big, but Jones has got that ability, Teddy. He has it in him. He put him down earlier. He could do it again.
And he just has to be reminded of that. And that's where a cornerman comes in. You know, we think about a cornerman coming in where he's got to take care of the cuts, where he's got to give water, he's got to revive his fighter. But right there, he has to remind his fighter, you've already hurt him. Get back to what you did early in the fight.
Jones has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Really frustrating his opponent now. Calzaghe's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Good right hand by Joe Calzaghe. Calzaghe is being smart on the outside. Roy Jones Jr.'s on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. Big shot. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Roy Jones Jr. still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Oh, boy, he is stunned badly. He is staggered and hurt and could go down. Teddy, what do you got to be yelling for encouragement if you're the corner?
Well, if it was a baseball game, I'd be yelling for rain. Right now, I want this stopped. But what he has to really get is a way to clinch.
And that's the end of round 8. Jones's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Havertine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Joe Calzaghe's jab on the outside, that has really been the difference maker here, hasn't it, Teddy?
Yes, it has. But the most important thing is, you know, everybody says, hey, just use your jab, you control the outside. Hey, jab's a great weapon, but it could be very dangerous. You throw it from a little too close, you could get counted with that right hand. He's throwing it at the perfect distance, getting full extension on that punch.
A well-timed right hand by Roy Jones. Now the question changes. It's, oh, that's gotta hurt. That combination puts him down.
Up on your punches.
He is hurt, but he keeps coming forward.
Yeah, too tough for his own good.
Jones has got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had Roy Jones Jr. stunned, and he is hurt. Solid. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
It's over. The fight is over. Joe Calzaghe's gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, Joe Calzaghe.
I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Joe Calzaghe is your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.